morning, everyone. Welcome to the Autumn Acorn Knits. This is a podcast about knitting and crocheting, yarn dyeing, sometimes other crafty things. I'm coming to you from New Hampshire, where I live with my husband Joe and our black cat Meryl. You can find me as the Autumn Acorn on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active. I also have a web shop, theautumnacorn.com, and I am on Facebook as well, but not that often anymore. Today I wanted to talk to you about 5 new designs that I have coming out this Friday, October 1st. I also want to talk to you about a shop update I'm having October 1st, and I want to announce the giveaway winner of last episode's giveaway. And if I didn't mention it, this is episode 53. Sorry. I had to look back on the old sign, which I'll turn around because it's not updated. I'm in a little bit of a hurry this morning. Joe just went grocery shopping, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to record a podcast while no one's home, because I just don't like doing it when anyone's home. So let's get started, and I'm sorry if I seem a little rushed today. I'm going to go through these quickly because I talked about them on the last episode. If you'd like to check that out, please do so. We have the Norwegian Fir Hat. This is knit out of Gotland wool. Grandview Farm kindly sponsored this project with their farm breed Gotland wool, which is just lovely. If you've never knit with Gotland, I highly recommend it. Anyway, this is done in this natural undyed silvery gray color, and the pattern is a lacy all over, but not a difficult lacy pattern, and this will be free. So I hope you take advantage of that. The next pattern is the Jess Hat, which you've seen before, named after my cousin Jess. And I knit one for her, and she also purchased some yarn that I dyed. This is my hand-dyed yarn. There's no more available in the shop. This hat is reversible as well, so you could also have it like this. It's a little tricky to show, but you see there's a mesh in there. Or, like I showed before, you could wear it like this. And again, this will also be a free knitting pattern with DK weight yarn. It'll be available this Friday. The next one is the Front Porch Shawl, which is this uniquely shaped shawl. Comes down to a point on both sides, both ends, and then there is merino yarn as well as mohair throughout. In fact, this section in the center is a lot of mohair lace. So this will be available also on October 1st. And what else can I say about that? Holly Press Fibers is where I got the yarn. The yarn was gifted to me from my daughter. Then we have the Story of Trees, which is a Swoncho with Fair Isle color work on the yoke. And here's the bottom, the sleeves. The Yarn and Us sponsored this project. Cappy and Brian have a wonderful yarn company, and they provided me with all of this beautiful DK weight yarn. And this pattern will be available this Friday in multiple sizes. Finally, number 5 is the Latte Cardigan. This has been quite a project. This is a crochet cardigan. Here's one version. I ran out of yarn, that's why I did a different color sleeve and trim. It has buttons, my handmade buttons, which by the way will be available in the shop update finally. Here's the other sleeve. And what can I say? This is done in a really sweet stitch pattern. Oh, the side has this split hem. This, like I said, it's crocheted. That's also being offered as a short sleeve long version, which this one is. So you can see that one's longer, still has the split hem right there, but just tiny little sleeves, not even enough to mention. And it's like a quick throw over. This was knit, both of these were crocheted with my own hand-dyed yarn. Should have mentioned that. I'm also working on a third latte cardigan right now because one of my testers put pockets on hers and it looked so cute. So I'm using, again, my own hand-dyed yarn. And I started off with the pockets because it's a great swatch, gauge swatch to do. So you can kind of get an idea of the color. It's definitely darker in person than on camera. It's more like that in person, and it's like a charcoal gray. Definitely a tonal, which I love. So anyway, I'm making this latte cardigan a little bit differently. But I think it's going to be a really good wardrobe piece for because of the color. I think it'll match everything. This is in my adorable bag from Amelia, my dear friend on Instagram. And let me just get my glasses on because... Let me find my glasses, rather. Here they are. Because I want to make sure I say her name correctly. It is Mila's Sweet Makes. I'll put that information in the show notes. All right, sorry that was so quick, but I really want to get on to other things. So let's talk about a few other things that'll be in the shop update, if that's okay. So I have had this original watercolor painting that I did some time ago. I've had this turned into postcards, so little art prints that you can now purchase exclusively in my Etsy shop, which is the Autumn Acorn. And it's a little night scene of a girl with a lantern, and then there's a bird and a bunny, and she's in the forest, and I call it Alone. So I will also have, I have promised these for a long time, but I have these little sets of, they're all different colors. I won't show you all of them, but some are plain, some are fancy, and they all have these really cool needle stoppers in them. 1, 2, 3, 5 sets? 5 sets in each. These things are so handy for, they have a hole, some of them have 2 holes. Well, I'm not doing very well. And they simply stop your stitches from falling off the needle, and I have been using these now all summer, and I can definitely highly recommend them. I wanted to make sure that they stayed on and that they worked well before I put them out. But yes, these will be available on this Friday. I will also have these cute little pouches available in 3 different styles. They have a zip and a box pleat bottom. I've shown you these before. This one has polka dots. They are not handmade by me. They're not, I don't even know if they're handmade. They're just, but they're cute and they're perfect to fit your notions. I'll show you one other color. I also have this one as well, which I really love. All the fall things right now. It's feeling so much like fall at my house. Let's see. Let's move on to works in progress. So I am still working on, I call this the swimming hole shawl now. And I'm still working on it. It is a slow go for me. I keep moving on to other things. But you can see, I hope you can see that stitch, it's a really cool woven-like stitch, I call it. But it takes time. And so I am, still working on that one. But I know I'll finish it. I know it'll become a pattern. I adore it. I'm almost finished with the first little ball of yarn. This was hand-dyed by me. And this is the second skein that I'll be using. This was dyed, I think this was using Greener Shades, which is a heavy metal free dye that I sometimes use. Anyway, that is a work in progress, as well as, oh wow, I love this bag. Did I show you this one yet by Christy Archer Designs? She was having a sale and I was able to snag this one and I just love it so much, so much. It's so me. In here is a little shawl that I have been making up, just throwing together, and I wanted this one to be for my granddaughter Charlie because she does not have a shawl yet. So this is what I have so far. Nothing fancy on this one, just a simple pink small shawl for a little 4-year-old girl. Alright, that, and look how, boop, I just love it. And the last work in progress, because I already showed you my Latte Cardigan in the gray, are my daughter's Magic Heel socks for her birthday. Her birthday is in October, so I've got to get going because I'm going a little slow right now. But I'm on the heel, and yeah, they're not going to be long socks, but these again, hand-dyed yarn. Here it is in its ball. I like that one a lot. And this is the other color. It's just a very pale pinky peach, I guess. Pinky peach. So that is all I am working on. I'm really trying to tone it down because I was out of control with knitting and I needed to just slow my roll a little bit and focus more on the administrative tasks, which I always put off. But it doesn't mean that I didn't finish other items. Because I did. And someday these will become patterns. This is called Tree Dancer, and it is a tank. Here's the bottom. It has some lace on the bottom, some lace at the neck, some lace at the back. And this tank is, oh, and it's an A-line shape. I'm not sure if you can make that out. This tank is so comfortable on me. Oh my gosh. I think I made it fit me better than anything I've ever made. So I'm really, really happy with this. And I can't wait to get it out as a pattern for you guys. I've already taken some pictures of it. And I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I'm probably happier with this tank than I am with anything else that I've done, so really pleased with that. Also really happy with this chunky vest or slip over or whatever you want to call it. I put this one up on Instagram just to see what you guys thought, yay or nay kind of thing, and oh, the response was so overwhelmingly positive that it was like one of my best, most liked and commented posts in forever. So I really think you guys like it. That's what I think. So this was made, and the back sits on this version, the back. It's an option in the pattern to sit longer than the front. I'm making another one right now, and I'll show it to you if I brought it up, but I'm not doing that same thing. I'm doing the front and back the same, but it's a strand of, I used Plymouth Yarn Co.'s Genie held with a strand of mohair. So you get this real fuzzy halo on the top. And this is such a cozy vest to throw over. I made it oversized with positive ease so that it would be the easiest thing to throw on. And I love it so much. So like I said, I'm making one now in Noro, and it's in different colors than the other one was. Whereas the other one was more fall colors. These are more like blues and purples, but still I think very pretty. The mohair really like makes it look watercolory almost. So this is the back, and I have the shoulder stitches on waist yarn. Then I had started the front. Well, I have quite a bit done on the front actually. but I realized I'd gone a bit too far, so I need to remove some of these rows because I wanted to start decreasing for those armholes sooner. So no big deal, I just wasn't in the mood to unknit the other day, but this is one of those projects you can finish up in a few days. It's really quick. It's the Plymouth Gina and the Noro are both worsted weight yarns, so you could use any worsted weight yarn held with mohair. So stay tuned for that pattern as well in the future. Last one I want to say I was working on the last time I podcast. I feel like maybe that's what I was doing, working on this one. This is, hopefully you can see that lace pattern in the back. It's really pretty and subtle. This was knit using Plotulopi, my first time using Plotulopi. There's a folded neck collar, so it looks super neat. I even folded in the button band. There are no buttons on this, but I still call it a button band, but it's just a band. But I sewed in the inside, and I think I did a really, really nice job on this sweater. Put it on for a second. And it fits me really well. So this will be the prototype for a pattern that I will release at some point. Yeah, I'll put in pictures. It's really hard to show things in such a small room that I'm in. But I will show pictures. But yeah, I've made quite a few with Nutiden, but this is the first one with Plotulopi. And in the end, they have similar qualities, but the Nutiden doesn't pill or shed nearly as much as the Plotulopi. And I really like the colors that Nutiden offers as well. Speaking of which, I had to make another Nutiden purchase when Carolyn had her shop update. Not the last one, but the one before. I couldn't resist. And this time I went with a very subtle color. I'm probably not going to remember the name of it. I'm not good with my Swedish, but oh, look at this gorgeousness. I wish you could feel how soft it is, and I wish you could see the color variance in Carolyn and Knut's yarn, because it's unlike anything I've ever seen. It depends on the light you're in, but I bought 4 plates of this wonderfulness. I'll try to hold them up. They're just so squishy. Whatever breed, Swedish breed this is, it is soft. So this will make a beautiful sweater of some sort. And Carolyn included a extra freebie, which was really nice. Look at this green shade, and I believe this was one that she released recently, but yeah, I like it a lot. A lot. That's that. I did also buy some Plotulopi in cream. You can kind of see it right there. I've been really enjoying the neutrals lately, so. All right, let's see. What else did I want to tell you? Another item that will be in the shop update on my website will be some homemade paper packs. So here are a couple of them. This paper is gorgeous. It's very, very thick and very homemade. Like, there's no other way to put it. So I just put it in these packs of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces each are in these little packs, and they all have different ribbons on the front. So those will be offered for your scrapbooking or journaling needs. If you ever need some nice handmade, thick handmade paper, that will be available in limited quantities. I wanted to share with you an acquisition that I picked up from the Vintage Dreamer. So Rebecca has a podcast on YouTube, and she carves her own progress keepers out of wood, which I'm so impressed with, because as you know, I've attempted wood carving myself. I love the packaging it came in, and I've been really wanting to use this, but I wanted to show you first how adorable it is. Look at that. It's, oh no, oh no. It's a little toadstool that she carved and painted. Isn't that the cutest thing? So Rebecca has shop updates sometimes with her newest pieces, but they do sell out quickly, so you have to be quick. But I would recommend following the Vintage Dreamer on Instagram so you can catch her shop updates. And definitely check out her YouTube channel too, because it's lovely. So thank you, Rebecca, for that. I love it. I also purchased this really cute yarn tote from a company on Etsy called Opalite Co. I will put all the information in the show notes, but I wanted to let you know that the giveaway that a lot of you entered for the last episode, I'm including one for you as well. So in here are the gifts you'll be receiving. So you've got the yarn that I dyed. You've got the headset so you can knit in the dark, which is pretty awesome. I love mine. And you've got a bunch of protectors and pattern holders and pattern keepers from Store Smart. Thank you, Store Smart, for sponsoring that gift. And you get this awesome tote from Opalite Co. So I hope you enjoy that. This is organic and US made, and I love it so much. Mine's almost the same, except mine has fall colored yarn skeins instead of the pastel ones. So that's pretty cool. I also wanted to show you that I bought a sweater shaver, and I've been using this thing like crazy because it makes your hand knits look like brand new. So I started with my socks. So far I'm trying to get through most of my socks, and it's true. It makes them look brand new when you finish, so don't throw away those old socks if they have pills. Just get a sweater shaver. This one's electric, so it's stronger than a battery-powered one. What next? Oh, I bought a Norwegian knitting thimble because when I was making the colorwork sweater, or Swoncho, I really struggle with that. So I'm hoping that this will help keep the two strands separate. But I haven't tried it yet, so I'll keep you posted on that. Oh, when my daughter came up to visit with the kiddos, I thought we could do a fun project, so I purchased this needle punch kit from Etsy. And we both had the same project, so I did finish it. It was more challenging than I thought it would be. The technique itself seems straightforward and simple enough, but it's just there's a learning curve. It felt weird. The back is like really, really fluffy and a mess. The front's better, but it was fun, and here's the little needle you use. I don't know if you've ever seen one or used one, and there's a special way to thread it, but other than that, you're just pushing it in and out, over and over, and it's really mindless. Here's a picture of, I'm keeping it in my lovely storage container thinger envelope, which I use for everything. But here's a picture of it. And I'll put the information for the company below. There are many of these companies, though, that sell these patterns on Etsy. So this was from Canada, but it was really fast shipping. There were a few things I probably would have changed about the directions to make it easier, but overall it was a good experience. I ended up buying another piece of that Aida cloth so that I can make another pattern, another design. Thought that would be fun. The last thing I wanted to tell you about was this company called BenQ reached out to me and asked if I'd like to try one of their new e-reading lamps. It's the only e-reading lamp available in the world basically right now, and they thought it would really help my knitting and my designing and computer work, so they sent it over, and let me tell you, this is the most beautiful lamp. It is so sturdy. The base will never fall. It has this really wide viewing range so that the light spreads over like a 32-inch span, which is unusual. And it has, like, you tap it to turn it on, and you turn it to change the color, and you tap it to turn it off. There's no glare, there's no flicker from the computer screen. It helps with eye strain, completely takes away the eye strain when you're working on the computer. And I love it so far. So I'll keep you posted as I use it more. I've been using it for a week now, and it's keeping, it just feels like, because when the light, like say it's on white light, but it just feels like too much. My eyes have had too much stimulation. I can just turn it down to a warm light, which makes it really nice. So love it. Highly recommend it. I'll put a link in case you want to check it out yourself. But I will fill you in more next time on what I think of it going forward. All right, let's talk about the winner. Oh my goodness. So I used random number generator, and there were 86 comments. Thank you so much for all your comments. It was so cool to see how many of you are podcasters yourselves. There were like 10 podcasters. So exciting. But anyway, out of the 86 entries, random number generator chose number 73. Congratulations, Sarah Eclipse. She wants to work on some color work this year. And you are the winner of this grand prize. So Sarah Eclipse, please reach out to me. Email's fine if you can do that. Judy@theautumnacorn.com, and I'll send out your gift. Congrats. That was really fun. I love giveaways. I want to do more. I wish I could do one every single time. So that's about it. It's been really nice here weather-wise. Still quite a bit of rain, but the leaves have turned and they're falling. I don't think I can even see grass on the yard anymore. There's so many beautiful leaves, but I'm not mad about it. I absolutely love fall. It's my favorite. I think most knitters feel that way. Not as excited about winter this year, but fall, I welcome it. I took a trip down to Connecticut not too long ago for my granddaughter Charlie's 4th birthday, and that was really fun. It was just so great. Both of the girls are growing so fast, and they're just a delight to be around. So that was lovely. Joe's going to be going on a moose hunting trip. When is that? October. So that'll be coming up. He's looking forward to that. He's feeling much better. Took a long time to heal, but he is, for the most part, I'd say 95% better. He still does have some pain though in his ribs, so. But yeah, we're past that. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. I'm sorry if this felt more rushed, more hurried than normal. I just thought that it was time to get a new episode out, especially with so many new things coming out in my shop. I'll have new yarn. There's some mini skeins left, full skeins. The buttons, the handmade buttons will be in the shop. So many things. So I can't wait. Please check out both the website, because some things are on the website and some things are not on Etsy, vice versa. And the patterns are all found on Ravelry under the Autumn Acorn, and Etsy, and my web shop. They are in all places, so they should be easy to find. Yeah, that's it. I'm really happy I got to stop by and see you, and I hope you're all doing well. I've been trying to catch up on all the latest episodes of my favorite podcasts, but sometimes it takes a while to, get through the queue. So anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye.